What's up, squad? I am finishing up a walk right now. I've been doing it for about 2.5 months now, somewhere around there. Literally just get up, like roll straight out of bed, put some clothes on. I don't waste time brushing my teeth, washing my face, nothing. I just get straight up and start my walk for the day. I feel like it's been something that's super easy to duplicate and implement into my day. It gets my steps in, it gets my heart rate up, gets me active. And I usually listen to a podcast, do my devotional, things like that. But I have always kind of struggled with finding a morning routine flow over the last few years. I've tried so many different things, and I just had to switch it up because it was either too much or it didn't inspire me after I got out of it or whatever. So I had to switch it up. But this has been great so far. Loving it. So get your morning routine in if you haven't yet. But this video, as you can see by the title, is going to get a little bit personal. Basically, what I wanted to do with this channel, I got completely away from. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was never really meant to be like a largely educational channel in terms of like actionable things that you like, workouts. Like a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, I posted a 10-minute workout. I posted something about how to grow your triceps or something like that. And it's like, that's never what this channel was supposed to be. This channel was always supposed to be about my specific journey and my health and fitness, and navigating that through the things that happen in my personal life, and then just giving you guys a snapshot of who I actually am as a person, like instead of just the fitness coach. But we did a huge pivot in our program, making the decision to work only with men going forward. And I'll talk about that a little bit later, but only to work with men going forward. And I really had to do some self-assessing to figure out where I wanted to go in terms of the business and exactly what we want it to be, like just like 10 years from now. Because having a girl in a few months, I think it's like 5 or 6 months. September 7th is the due date. So like 5 or 6 months from now. And I'm still the only person in my business. I'm the head coach, the accountant. I'm the training program builder, the nutrition program builder. I'm the accountability coach. I'm the live stream coach. I'm the check-in coach. Like everything. I am still everything. And I want to build a solid team, basically. I want to build a solid team in the next 6 months so that I have less stress, more time to spend with my beautiful baby girl and with my wife to help her out and just be there and not, because right now I've been burning the candle at both ends for the last 5 years. So really want to figure out how to build something sustainable, and part of that was making the decisions to really niche down and serve one person. And I just had to look at who I worked with best throughout my last 5 years in running the company, who I worked with best, who I got the best results for, who inspired me the most, who I inspired the most. And that was far and away guys typically over 35, mostly because I just feel like that age range, and it may seem weird, like I just turned 26, but I specialize in working with guys over 35. Why is that? Well, it's because, first off, I'm very well versed in when it comes to how to get your testosterone levels back up naturally, how to start dropping stubborn fat as your metabolism goes down, things like that, things that 25-year-old guys may not necessarily deal with. And then just the mindset of wanting to be better for a family, wanting more out of life, knowing that there's something missing, even though you got the job, you got the house, you got the cars, you got the family, but you still know that you can be greater. You kind of let your foot off the gas. That's the guy that I really want to serve. Not so much the guy that like wants to get in the best shape of his life to get revenge on the girl that broke up with him, or or look good at Miami Beach on spring break. Like, that doesn't really resonate with me because that's not the type of guy I am. So that's kind of why I made that decision. But I just keep watering up, or this one eye does. But basically, I wanted to be able to show a more personal side on this channel, because I know that in 2022, people like to know who exactly you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to, you guys want to know, like, yeah, it's cool that I know what workouts to do, what foods to eat, whatever, but like, how do I do that every single day? That's really what guys want to see now. So that's what this channel is going to be more geared toward. My personal journey. I had to switch arms. My arm was hurting. My personal journey, what exactly, you know, I'm doing, what I'm working towards. Because I want to grow. I want to build a tribe of men that, I almost tripped. A tribe of men that are all getting in the best shape of their lives together. And I want to change guys' lives. And I think that I just recently came to that realization, mostly because I just had a mental block around thinking that I could actually do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I can help somebody drop some body fat, build some muscle, feel better, get their energy back, get their confidence back. Like, those things as individual entities, I know that I can accomplish that. But the culmination of all those things is changing a life. And I never really owned that I could be responsible for changing a guy's life. And I think that that was like the big block in terms of really growing, because we change lives at the Hustle Fit Tribe. We change lives, we really do. And it took a conversation with one of my clients, Sean, to really help me realize that it's like, man, like, I need to lean into changing guys' lives and not just helping them get this arbitrary result. Like, because that's what I want. Because I honestly don't really care about you having a great physique or a nice body, or like, that's not the things I care about. That's, to me, that is just the byproduct of the work. What I really care about is that you become more confident in yourself, that you get your energy back, that your numbers are good, that your clothes fit well, that you show up as an authority in spaces, that, you know, you get that attraction back with your wife, you get your sex drive back, you play around with your kids more. Like, these are really the type of things that I care about, because to me, I feel like these are the things that can change a man's life, or will change a man's life. So that's more of the focus in our business now, is not, oh, helping you drop 30 pounds of fat. Like, that's obviously, you know, what we're gonna do, but really what we're gonna do is change your freaking life, man. Like, that's the goal, that's the priority. And just making that small, like, 1% shift over to that side, I feel like is gonna be huge. And because of that, because I want to change your life, I gotta let you in the mind too. That's just how it works in 2022. So this channel will no longer be a place where you come and get your quick 10-minute workout, or some coaching on the best bicep or tricep exercise to use. Like, it's not gonna be that anymore. I'll post things like that on my main feed on, you know, like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you follow me at or whatever. But overall, this is gonna be a place where I come talk candidly like this. I'll talk about our journey, my journey and my health and fitness, where I'm currently at, walk you through my training, what I'm eating, my nutrition, but just trying to get into more of the document and not create aspect of everything, because I want to lead at a high mark, at a high level, and I want to practice what I preach. And I feel like the best way to do that is to do it out in the open. Like, for me personally, do it out in the open, document the whole process. So I literally made a post documenting how we're changing and pivoting in the business. So document the whole process, and make sure that I'm holding myself accountable by showing up here, letting you know how I'm eating, how I'm training, you know, what things are going on in my personal life, because everybody thinks that because they have stuff going on in their personal life, that means they can take their eye off the ball, that they have to take their eye off the ball in their health. And that's just, it's wrong. It's about as wrong as it gets, because as a grown adult, you will always have things going on, especially if you have kids, you have a spouse, significant other, you have family that you interact with. Like, the more people that you have in your life, the more likely it is that you'll have things come up. And I just want to show you guys that it is cold air right by the. But I want to show you guys that it's possible to get in the best shape of your life, no matter how busy you are. Like, that's the focus, that's the goal, that's the priority. So that's what this channel is going to be all about. I'm gonna head into the house real quick. Are we back? So yeah, basically, like, I also had to do, like, you know, a self-assessment on myself. Like, leading, I think right now I've got around 40 guys on a team. Like, leading those guys, am I doing my absolute best to lead them? Like, am I challenging myself? Am I pushing myself the way that I need to, the way that I want to? Like, am I growing? Am I learning? Am I being that main influence? Because if I've got a tribe of guys and I'm leading this tribe, I gotta be the leader. Like, nobody can be putting in more work than me. Nobody can be more disciplined, more amped up, more motivated than me. Like, I always have to set the tone if I want to build. Like, I want to change the way that people perceive what it takes to get to your goals, especially for Black people, because we are by far and away the most misinformed when it comes to what it actually takes to get healthy, what it actually takes to drop fat, build muscle, you know, improve your cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes, high, you know, blood sugar, whatever. Like, what it takes to actually get and be healthy and stay there. We just are completely clueless as a whole, and that's, you know, really one of my big missions as well. Obviously, I want to help everybody, and I am going to help everybody, but as far as our community, we need it more than I feel like everybody else needs it. We fall for the fads the most. We're the most inconsistent. We have the worst diet. We have the least ambition as a result of the poor diet, and that's my mission. Like, that's who I want to help, but I know that I have to be on top of my game. So going into April, this is filmed April 2nd, I believe. So going into the month of April, I'm really gonna be an example, get back to being that guy that just motivates and inspires, not through my words, but through my actions, and just being a guy that guys feel motivated and inspired by. And it's like, I influence you to get up and get the work done. Like, that's my mission, that's my goal, is just to live my life out naturally, serve my clients naturally, and as a result, inspire guys all over the country, all over the world to be better, because I do want to change the world, and that's something that I just recently was confident enough to admit. Like, I do want to change the world. I want to leave some small, lasting imprint on the way that people perceive themselves, their ability to not just get in better shape physically, but to improve mentally, to chase their dreams, to go after the things that they want, to just be better people. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I always want to see how I can get better, how I can improve, like, in every capacity, as a husband, as a business owner, as a fitness coach, eventually as a father, as a son, as a friend. Like, I am obsessed with getting better in every aspect of my life. Like, I'm never satisfied with where I'm currently at. Like, I'm always content, and I'm always grateful for everything I have. At the same time, I'm never really satisfied, because I know that there's always another level, and I feel like as long as you're always chasing that, you'll always feel fulfillment. Like, for me, I don't think fulfillment or realizing my calling or whatever, I don't think it's in doing one specific thing. I think it's just in trying to be as great as I possibly can as a Christian, as a you know, in my own health and fitness, or as a basketball player. Whenever I haven't played in a minute, but whenever I do start back, I'm really gonna start training just trying to be better at it. Like just competing with myself, seeing how great I can be, seeing how disciplined I can be, seeing how influential I can be, seeing how like all of these things, they matter to me. They're extremely important. So that's like really what I want to focus on and prioritize. And I want other guys that feel the same way as me. I want you to get the inspiration to realize that like you can be better. You can achieve whatever it is that you're looking to achieve. You can get in the best shape of your life after 35, 40, 50 years old. I just want to inspire you to be the best you that you could possibly be, because that's what I'm working towards every single day. And like, I want you to get out of my program, or even if you never work with me, but just to listen or take my advice on, the free stuff that I put out on social media or whatever, like to take that and implement that and become somebody that your wife likes to be around more, somebody that your kids look up to and find inspiration in more, somebody that leads their employees if you have a business, somebody that climbs up the ladder if you have a job, and you just become a person that people feel comfortable to lead them, not because you have all the answers, not because you're perfect, not because you're like this amazing person. Like you're a regular guy just like me, but it's like you're just always trying to get better. And I feel like that's the key to leadership. That's the key to influence. That's the key to getting where you want to be. It's like you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be one in a million. You don't have to be anybody special, quote unquote. Or you just have to always be willing to get better, because I feel like a lot of us settle, especially men. And that's a part of the reason why I made a decision to work specifically with men, because it's like we get so complacent. Give us a little bit of money, give us a 6-figure salary, get all our debts paid, and we just get so complacent. Like we got a wife and kids in the house, like, oh, it's like we're 35 years old. We're just, job well done, life finished, like, and we still got another 80 years to go, and we're just not even trying to accomplish or achieve anything anymore. And I just want to help. I want to build a tribe of guys that, like I said, just always trying to get better. And we're using health and fitness to spearhead that process, to spearhead that mission. That's the focus. That's what I'm working towards. And just wanted to be honest with you guys about that. And it's been a tough last few months, because we're in a place that we don't really like. Don't get me wrong. Grateful to have a roof over our heads and whatnot, running water and heat, air, all that stuff, of course. But I don't really like where we're staying at now. We just had to move somewhere really quick. Last 4 or 5 months of 2021, traveling around, went a bunch of places. It had a amazing lifetime. Like I remember those last 4 or 5 months for the rest of my life. Like hopefully I can do it again 3, 4, 5, 6 more times in my life, especially with our kids. I want to do it with friends, with family. It was just an amazing experience. But the downside of that is you don't really have a lot of time to look for a new place or whatever. So we just kind of had to jump in the first place. Once we found out that we were having a baby, we were like, oh, well, we should probably cut this travel time short and get somewhere and settle in. And we just had to pick the first place that we had that was available. And we ended up not really, enjoying it too much. So like, it's kind of hard to be somewhere. It's only a 6-month lease, so we'll be out. We found a great townhouse that we're moving to here in a couple of months. So I'm super excited about that. But it's like your environment plays so much of a factor, and being somewhere that you don't really want to be kind of puts a drag on things. It kind of puts like this dreary, like gray filter on life, and just trying to kind of fight through that, battle through that, all while trying to build, like, I also want this to be our biggest year in business, our most influential year. Like I want 10 to 15 guys this year to be unrecognizable after they get done working with the tribe, and like wanting to do those things, but also not really being inspired by your environment. It's kind of difficult, but just trying my best to get it done. Going outside, going to coffee shops, things like that. We got meeting up with my guy Jeremiah next week to go on a weekend to go on a camping trip with him and some of his friends. So we're excited about that. Just kind of get out of my environment a little bit, and also kind of get that inspiration back. But yeah, I've had a lot of self-reflection time. a lot of ebbs and flows. Making this switch and transition has been hard from a business perspective, because if you're a business owner, you already know, if you make a pivot or a hard transition, your revenue is always going to dip substantially. It's always going to kind of throw some people that are currently your customer or your client or whatever. It's going to throw them off a little bit, but it's just what's required in the short term to get where you want to be long term. And I'm thinking long term, have to, with the daughter coming in soon. I'm thinking long term, thinking how we can build something that's going to change the world. And that's where I've been at. That's where my head's been at. That's where my mindset's been. And I want to, kind of be a little bit more personal, share a little bit more of more stuff like this, kind of like just feeling stuff. I haven't actually said any of these things, and I don't think I've ever said them. Like, I've thought about all of these things, but as far as like putting them into actual words and having a conversation about it, I haven't talked to anybody about it. So to use this channel as my feelings dump, as my like all the things that I have in my mind, use it kind of as a dump. And use it also to show you guys my specific journey, not giving you tips, not giving you strategies, no, just documenting my life, what I do every single day, and how I integrate health and fitness into that. Not even just showing you, oh, here's my workout or what I do. Like, no, I'm gonna show you, like, here's a full day of running a fitness business, trying to get other business ventures off the ground, being a husband, eventually being a dad, and how I still, throughout the course of that hectic, crazy day, made time to prep my meals, cook the right things, hit my workouts, get my steps in, drink my water, like how I'm doing those things outside of, within having a life, because health and fitness is not my life. It is a big area of focus for me, because it should be a big area of focus for everybody. Like, your health and your fitness should be a priority, but I have life outside of working out. I have life outside of eating healthy meals, and I have life outside of even coaching my clients and running my business. Like, those things are just, they're things that daily disciplines that I have in my life. And that's my biggest goal, is just to help guys figure out how to create those daily disciplines in their life so that you can get to where you want to be and never backtrack again. So that's the goal, that's the mission, that's what this channel is going to be about. If you're down with that, if you vibe with that, then I welcome you to the journey, because it's gonna be tough for me. It's gonna be getting out of my comfort zone, because I am not a very open person, which is why I had the intention to do this with this channel initially, but then it kind of steered away from that and into 10-minute workouts, so the best way to build your chest and stuff like that, because that's more within my comfort. I want to build something amazing, life-changing, transformational, and you can't do that in comfort zones. Just the same way I'm gonna ask my guys, my clients, and the guys that I talk to, like, to step out of their comfort zones in order to get to where they want to be. I have to do the same thing, and I have to spearhead that movement as a leader of the tribe. So that's the focus, that's the goal, that's the priority. This video probably went on 10 minutes longer than I wanted it to be. I guess I didn't realize I had so many feelings until you really, talk about everything and discuss it. But if you made it to the end, I appreciate you so much. I'm trying to do my best to, like I said, be a person of influence, be somebody that inspires you, motivates you. But I have to do that by inspiring, motivating myself first, and leading the charge when it comes to that. So that's what this channel is going to be all about. And I'm excited for the journey, and to build something that we can really scale and change the world with, through getting our men healthier. So if I had to give one piece of actionable advice to end this, it would be step out of your comfort zone. That thing that you really don't want to do, or that thing that you've really been putting off, like, just go ahead and get it done, because you'll come out on the other side a lot better for it. I feel 10 times better about doing things like this near the end of this video. Like, I felt much more uncomfortable to start the video than I do now. So it's never as bad as you think it's gonna be. So just execute on it, man. Just execute, chase your dreams, go for the things that you want, step out of your comfort zone, and it's all gonna pay off, man. But let's kill April together. Peace.